Hello everybody, I'm ThisWeirdgamer and welcome to my Battlefield 4 rocket launcher guide. Here I will tell you about all the different rocket launchers in Battlefield 4, which you will get in the engineer class, and what their different strengths and actions are. The starting rocket launcher is the MBT Law. It's a smart anti-tank missile that automatically detects vehicles near the warhead and guides to the target, easy to use but low damage from all angles of attack, capable of locking onto laser designated targets. You can try use it against air vehicles such as drones and stuff, but you'll need to aim correctly since they're also moving in the air and you need to aim in front of them. Also, this rocket launcher has low damage, so it won't do a lot. But for example, as you see here, it will fly onto the nearest enemy vehicle or turret that it flies near. It will aim right at it, usually then it flies at it from the top. So if you aim just near a tank but not right on it, you will still hit it. As you can see here, it will still hit the tank. And then the next example is just, see, that shot will not hit the tank. The next rocket launcher is my favorite. It's the RPG, which is a powerful rocket-propelled anti-vehicle launcher capable of disabling even heavily armored vehicles from the sides and rear. The great thing about the RPG is just it does high damage, but it also has some flaws to it, like it has a sort of rocket drop where it won't fly straight for a long time, and it can be hard hitting moving vehicles, but if you got your aim right, then it works perfectly. Try to always hit vehicles from the back. You do the most damage here. For example, you can kill a tank with an RPG from behind in just two rockets. But if you shoot it from the front, 2 won't be enough. Even 3 won't be enough. With 2 rockets from the front, you do less than you do exactly half damage to a tank, for example. Whereas with 2 rockets from the back, it blows up immediately. So that's a big difference. And you definitely want to try to shoot it from the back, or at least from the sides, which is also more damage than the front. The RPG will one-hit kill every single helicopter, so if you get good aim on a helicopter, maybe if it's not flying too fast, try hit it and it will blow up immediately. The next rocket launcher is the MK153 Small. It's a high-speed, low-drag anti-vehicle launcher. So it's basically like the RPG. It does a little bit less damage, but it also has a flatter trajectory, so it flies much flatter and flies directly at where you aim, really. It doesn't really have that much of a drop like the RPG does. The RPG really has a noticeable one. But yeah, it does less damage. It does not kill a tank in 2 shots, but it will set the tank on fire and take most of its health away, so still a good chance that you can kill a tank if it's not on full health still. As with the RPG, the Small will also not do as much damage as from the front of the tank, and will do much less than half even. So you really want to try hit that from the back. The Small, just as the RPG, is a one-hit kill on helicopters, and since this doesn't have the drop, it might be easier for some people to hit a helicopter with the Small instead of the RPG. The Javelin is a guided anti-tank missile launcher that locks onto land vehicles. The warhead does medium damage to armor from any angle of attack. Launcher must maintain lock until the missile hits the target. This means once you lock onto one thing and shoot, remember to keep locked on until your missile actually hits, otherwise your missile will not hit the target. So you lock on quickly, then you keep looking at what you're firing at, and wait until your missile hits the target. As you can see, it will always hit from the top, so it doesn't really matter with any angle of attack, because it will always hit from pretty similar angles of attack. Just showing you here, you can't lock onto air missiles, and that it will take about 4 javelins to take down a tank rather than 2 RPGs. That's why the RPG is still my favorite. But this is obviously good from long distances. You can lock on and properly actually hit and damage a target. If you don't stay locked on until the missile hits, your missile will just fly up into the air and be gone forever and never hit anything, unless it hits some space debris. The Estero is a wire-guided anti-tank missile launcher that can be manually guided to the target as long as the launcher is aimed mode, capable of locking onto laser-designated targets as well. So if you know those stationary rocket launcher things, this is pretty similar to them. You just aim at what you're trying to fire, and you can change your aim and the rocket will follow your aim. So if you aim somewhere that's wrong and want to try change it, or if aim at something that's moving, and just keep the lock on the, keep looking at the moving bit, and you'll be able to fire at it. I'm just showing off with a few different things. Obviously you can do this with air targets like the drones or anything, and it does one hit kill on drones, so it probably does that on helicopters as well. I did actually test that, and yeah, it takes lots of hits from the tank, for the tank. That it can lock onto laser designated target just means that if somebody with a PLD or any other laser designation device targets something, you can even shoot that and it will lock onto that rather than you guiding it. The Stinger is a fire and forget anti-air missile capable of mobility kills on most aircraft at short range. Stinger missiles will guide themselves to the target after launch, so you don't need to keep locked on with your sights. Mobility kills just means, for example, if you hit a helicopter while it's flying, which I'm not demonstrating in the video, the helicopter will usually lose control and not be able to fly properly anymore. If they're close to the ground, they're most likely going to crash, so that's a good thing. Especially if something's close to the ground, that's the best thing you could do, is shoot them with a Stinger. They probably lose control and hopefully die in a crash. This is anti-air only, so you can't target any ground vehicles. If you manage to hit a helicopter with 2 Stingers though, the helicopter will explode shortly after. It will set on fire and have really low health and can not really get back repaired unless there's maybe 2 repair people on the helicopter. So if you hit them with 2, they're dead. The Eagle is also an anti-air missile that is capable of mobility kills on most aircraft at medium range. Launcher must maintain lock until the missile hits the target. Unlike the Stinger, this one needs to be locked on until it hits the target, otherwise it will fly up straight into the air. And unlike the Stinger, this is from medium range instead of close range. So yeah, that's it. So I hope this helped you guys learn a bit about how to use rocket launchers, what rocket launchers are the best. My favorite is still the RPG, but then that's just my personal choice. You guys might like something else. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, and if you haven't yet, maybe subscribe. And tune in for the next few videos. Goodbye.